How my kings and queens doing today? I hope you are doing very well. Of course, we are out here in nature because we love it so much. As you can tell, the birds want to say hello to everybody. And so we want to just send you so much love and blessings, because I feel like today, more than ever, everybody needs the love and blessings. It's so much hate out there, it's not even funny. Jealousy and envy and everything that has to do with hate, which is ridiculous. So I want to send you some love and blessings to your household, to your foundation, and everything you got going on. And I also want to pray in agreement with the good-hearted people, that God answers your prayers as well. And I want to give God all glory, honor, and praise, because of course He deserves it. God is the GOAT. God is the everything. God is the creator of all things. And so we always gonna lift Him up off top. Plus, that's my bestie, so I'm gonna always shout Him out. With that being said, baby, I wanted to talk to you guys today about a few things. Now, one thing we're gonna have today is a funeral. At the end of this conversation, we're gonna have a funeral. So everybody get dressed really pretty and everything, and we're gonna go ahead and have a funeral for all of the people that we left behind, and while we elevating, we had to leave behind, so we're gonna have a funeral for them. But in the meantime, in between time, let's have this conversation. So we understand that to be able to elevate, we have to let people go. All right. And so you have to start measuring the importance of these people in your life. Now, if these people have made you grow in some type of way, whether good or bad, you want to definitely acknowledge them. And you hear me say this all the time. We want to acknowledge our haters. They taught us how to, create boundaries. We want to acknowledge people that have been in our life that we're actually worried about our well-being and actually supporting us in all of our endeavors. Those are rare people. Those are people that are gems in your life, that God sent, that have good hearts. But we also want to acknowledge all of the trials and tribulations we've been through, because those help us grow. Now, a lot of people want to play victim in their trials and tribulations because they're small-minded and they're immature. But a real mature person knows that trials and tribulations actually help you grow and elevate in some type of way, and that the lesson behind it is a blessing. Okay, and so we want to acknowledge it because we are mature, we're intelligent, and we're children of God. So we know that everything that He sends towards us is for the greater good of us. Okay, let's start there. And so we want to actually give a shout out to our enemies and everybody that has been in our life. I love to actually acknowledge my enemies for a few reasons. Number one, I'm highly mature and highly intelligent. I understand that the part that they play in my life made it a bigger part in my life. And so when you acknowledge your enemies and everything that they done to you, whether it's betray you or talk stuff about you or try to slander your name or try to do anything towards you, you being the high level, mature, high vibrational person that you are, you utilize that energy to actually acknowledge that, because you grew from that. They're still in the same place that they were in when they came for you. You know what I'm saying? And so if you look at things from a different perspective, you will actually see things on a higher level. And so that's exactly what I try to teach you guys, is you need to think higher than the regular thoughts of things, or whatever the case may be. Nobody can actually influence you in a negative way. No one can actually deter you when you got a high level mindset, because see, you're thinking above them, you're more intelligent than them. So of course you want to acknowledge them. They want the cloud anyway, they want to be a part of your name anyway, so you want to make sure that you acknowledge them and let them know, because you was a shitty person, because you slandered my name in some type of way, because you try to come for me, because you deceived me in some type of way. I created boundaries, and now you cannot be in my life ever again. And so who wins here? Who's the winner here? That's what you need to understand. Always have a winning mentality when you're dealing with people, okay? And so that's the reason why I say look at things from a different perspective. Don't always look at things so low level, because you win in all situations when you're a high level thinker, when you're highly intelligent. And so yes, we love our haters. We love the parts that they play. We love that they expose themselves to us, because we know who not to deal with and who to deal with. And we also can replace them. You hear Tia talking about replacing people all the time. It's the truth. Just like your job will replace you, if you don't do your job and you don't come to work, you can replace people and relationships in your life. It doesn't matter if they're your mom or dad. Get you another mom and dad. It doesn't matter if they're your brother or sister. Get you another brother and sister. It doesn't matter if they're your aunties and uncles. Get you another auntie and uncle. Do you realize that more people that do not have the same blood running through your veins are more family to you than your actual family nowadays? I mean, people's masks are falling off, and you're seeing it for yourself. The people that are closest to you are the ones that hate on you the most. And so you can replace everything, okay? And that's the reason why you always have to have a high level thinking. Don't always think small. Don't think you're losing anything in any type of way, because you're not. You're actually gaining. Yeah, you win. And all Tia thinks about is winning all the time. Because it's like, if you a winner, you actually wake up winning and you go to sleep winning. Well, if you look at things from a biblical perspective, you understand that you win when you have God in your life. Why do I win, Tia, when I have God in my life? Well, number one, God gives you spiritual gifts. He gives you the spirit of discernment, okay, which is a very important gift. He shows you how to read people. You can see them, a mile away. You can see everything that they're doing. You can see everything that they're trying. You can see them for who they truly are. And the only ones that can be in your audience is people that are like-minded like you, that have that winning spirit as well through God, that actually are going to have genuine hearts, people that actually want to see you win. Because when you're a winner, you want to see everybody else win, right? You ain't no hater. But when you're a loser, you don't want to see nobody win. You want everybody to fail. And it's like, okay, I prefer to be around winners because I'm a winner and I want to see them win. They want to see me win, so that feels good to me. But when you're around a whole bunch of losers and they want to see everybody lose, you know that you're not equally yoked with that person. So God will show you that. God will give you the spiritual eyes to be able to see people for who they are. These are people that always got something to say about somebody else. These are people that's constantly gossiping. These are people that can't never give nobody a compliment. These are the same people that don't want to like none of your posts. These are the people that sit up here and want to watch you and emulate you, but don't want to even try to acknowledge the fact that they got it from you. Those are losers, okay? And so God will show you these people. And we're like, okay, well, thank you, Lord, for showing us who these people are, because I know now that me and them, we don't mesh well together. So no, I can't have them around me. No, I'm not going to be able to entertain them. No, they cannot speak to me. No, they cannot be in my audience. No, they cannot be anywhere around me, because we all the way up here, like I always say, and they all the way down here. They thinking it's too small. They not smart. We intelligent up here. They not smart. So no, we cannot have them around us. And so those are the things that I want you to understand. Yes, they are important because they put themselves in a position to actually elevate your intelligence. But at the end of the day, you know that you are not equally yoked to them. So what do we do with that? What we do is we actually replace them with highly intelligent people that actually want to see us win, people that actually congratulate us, people that actually like our posts, the people that actually support us. Those is who we replace them with. And it's always a willing participant. And the reason why people actually hate on you is because they see something in you that they don't see in themselves. So never take it personal. It's not personal. And so having God in your life, you automatically a winner, period. If you got a relationship with God and it is evident in the fruit that you bear, you're an automatic winner. I want you to tell me exactly what God has lost thus far. I'll wait. Okay, and so nobody can tell me anything about God, okay, at the end of the day. And so if you are a winner, the reason why people are mad about that is because they do not have God in their life. You will never win if you do not have God in your life. That's a fact. I only speak facts. I don't know what the hell everybody else be doing. You will not win if you do not have God in your life. That's a fact. Okay? You heard it here first, Captain. And so, yeah, no wonder they're mad at you. No wonder they're trying to emulate you. The thing about it is, you can emulate all you want, but at the end of the day, you cannot emulate your relationship with God. Your fruit does not bear. You got a relationship with God. And so that's what people are needing to recognize, okay? You need to recognize these people a mile away. If people always got stuff going on in their life, but they sitting up here talking about God this and God that, but everything falling apart around them, they ain't got no God in it. If people sitting up here 1 minute talking about God this and God that, but then they can't pay their bills and they always running out of money and they always got some issues going on or something wrong with their health and something wrong with their body, ain't no God in it. And that's what's real. And so somebody needs to say it, because, you know, it's a whole bunch of facades out here and everybody trying to act like they glorifying God and everything. But God has brought me into the presence of you, of every last one of y'all, to let you know, if God is in it, nothing in your life will fail. Nothing in your life will fail. If you really got faith in God and you really got a relationship with God, why is your life falling apart? Why are you trying to be something else? One thing that God is going to always show you is God is going to show you how to be your true self, how to be your authentic self. He will bring you all the way down to your knees. And let me be the one to tell you, man, when I tell you I lost everything, I was homeless, I lost everything. I cried for about 1 month. I cried every day for 1 month. I lost everything. God was like, if you really acting like you believe in me, then you won't have a problem with losing everything. When I tell you I cried, it felt like I was at a funeral. It felt like I was going to die. All my hard work down the drain. When I tell you today, I would lose everything again just to get the knowledge that God gave me today. I would lose it again. I would lose every last thing I own again for God. I will. Losing everything, God basically showed me that all of it was valueless. It was tied to a whole bunch of stuff that was false. It was tied to a false image. It was tied to false people. It was tied to things that God didn't even actually bless over me. So he was letting me know, he was like, you let that stuff go, and what I'll do for you is I will give you more than what you had, and it's going to be blessed, and you're not going to ever lose it again. Okay, because I gave it to you. So when God gives you something, that means that you will actually be able to keep it. And so that's why it's so many people out here losing all of their things, because God didn't bless it. God didn't give it to them. God did not actually say that they could have it. They got it through malicious intent. They either stole it or they thought that they was God and they tried to actually step on somebody just to actually get in. So God is going to take it away from them, and that's what's real. But when God said, okay, Tia, I'm going to give you this, so you go ahead and let it go. I said, okay, cool, Lord. I'll let it go. But I cried. I ain't going to lie to you. I cried and cried, because I really believe that everything that I did for myself, I worked hard and did it. And I did work hard, but God didn't bless it. It wasn't even blessings around me. It was a whole bunch of cursed people around me when I was accumulating things. And when I was running my businesses, it was a whole bunch of cursed people around me. So everything around me that I accumulated was cursed. And that's why I told you, I'll let that shit go. If it has a curse on it, okay, I'll let the shit go. Because I don't want to be cursed. Now, forget that. You see how many people out here cursed? They broke down right now. Got curses all over them. Okay? And so let's have a funeral right now for all the people that we let go, that was cursed, that was trying to hold you down, that had financial curses on them and was messing with your money. Let's have a funeral for them. Let's go ahead and cry and do our 10-man cry and let them go. And don't talk about it after you have this funeral for them. Do not talk about it. Move forward and actually be blessed and see what God has for you, and focus on him, because he's the one that's going to provide for you. And you better believe that. I have accumulated way more now by letting things go, because I decided to choose God over everything. And so let's cry. Let's go ahead and cry over them narcissists that left us for somebody else. Ka-chee! Let's go ahead and cry over all them family members that sat up here and slandered our name and stole from us. Coochie! Let's cry for them fake friends that we had that done slept with our man and try to talk about us and try to emulate us. Coochie! 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 Yeah, we real hurt behind that. Thank you so much. We thank you for everything that you have done to us, because we winning. And yes, it hurts us. It really does to let you go. It hurts us. We want you to know that we are so devastated that you took our ex from us. We are so devastated that we get to keep our money to ourselves and we get to spoil ourselves and love on ourselves. We are so devastated that you stole from us. We are so devastated. Can you tell? Because, you know, what are we to do without you? Besides, actually live, actually be happy and proud of ourselves that we made the decision, actually level up on that ass. Why you stand stagnant? We are winners, okay? And so that's why I tell you guys, keep that winning mentality, baby, because that's what we do. We're going to continue to win. We're going to continue to grow, and we're going to do it with God, our Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yeah, and make sure you read your scriptures every day. I love you so much, kings and queens. I'll talk to you soon.